How's everybody doing today? Me, I'm pretty good. It's another day, just chilling out. Is what it is out here. When you out here, you know, gotta be patient. You just gotta concentrate a lot and relieve yourself of the stress and things like that. When situations happen, you gotta have control of yourself. You gotta control yourself when situations happen and things like that. But I was going to read some scripture. That's what I was talking about. I'm going to read out of Psalms today just to read some scripture, just to, keep your soul right, your blessings and stuff like that. The good word, the book. That's what helped me. And, it's up to you. You can have whatever religion you want or whatever you believe. But this good word helped me. This is Psalms chapter 1, verse 1 through 3. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful, but his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doeth he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. Let me read it one more time. So, verse 1, this is Psalms 1, chapter 1, verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doeth he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. They say if you believe in God and you live your life righteously, that you'll be blessed. Your blessings eventually come. And I finally got to that part. I've been having a lot of blessings. I actually been having a lot of blessings, maybe for like the last 7 years, 7, 8 years. But you got to go through the hell part first. You got to go through all those manifestations that you made before, and all that negative energy that you attracted to yourself. And that's all that's coming back to you. That's just what you attracted to yourself, and that's how it works. I learned that. That's how it really works. So, and of course, it's all up to you. And then another thing I experienced, my album come out this year. People try to water down my album. That's how you water down the game. You try to make us all soft. But why would you want to have a soft rapper anyway? So, it's people trying to control the politics and people trying to control, but it's on the hip hop heads right now. It's like that's a losing battle right there. You will never beat us once we start rapping like this. So, nah, it's not gonna work. It's gonna be a long run though. It's gonna be like at least 10 years of this. It's gonna even get better and better every day. But we appreciate y'all for supporting us, and all my supporters and all my fans. We appreciate all y'all. And may y'all have a blessed day. And I pray for y'all and send y'all blessings. I always do that. I always pray for y'all all the time. My ties are all crooked on the screen. But you know, I just been doing my thing overall. Oh, that's what you gotta do, and strive for the best. And just have control of yourself and your decisions, and know there's consequences for the things you say. And like, you might be having a conversation with one person, me and you might be conversing, and then somebody else start listening to our conversation, jump in the conversation, start an altercation because they don't even know what we talking about. And they make one of us mad while we speaking, you know what I'm saying, or what we speaking on. So that's the whole thing. You gotta watch what you say too, because some people will just listen to or hear what you say and just call you on it. And you might not even been talking about that person, but something you said offended that person, man. They mad now, even though you wasn't talking to them. So You got to know that too when you're on an open platform and you keep on talking and stuff. And yeah, people listening to you. People listen. A lot of people listen, but I don't really be into all the drama and stuff. And I try to be optimistic, and I just try to promote the things that help people achieve and be better in life at what they do. You know, I'm not the best man in the world, but if I did give you some kind of advice, I try to give you the best advice to make you a better person. You know, and I might even mess up that day, but I'm just giving you advice. If you ask me advice, I'm just telling you how I was successful. You might be a successful person a different way, but this is just how I was successful, you know, and it just goes how it goes, bro. You know, I love you too, you know, but sometimes you can even love a person, but in order to be successful on your path in life, you have to stop messing with them, you know, because all they do is bring you down. So it's time you got to realize it. You need some kind of progress, and something has to change. And once you realize that, you got to come with a resolution. If that doesn't work, then you come with another resolution. But you keep on doing that until you do succeed at what you do, you know? So nah, I just been doing my thing, but I know there's been a whole lot of stuff going on, and I don't get too much into the rumors, especially being in the joint. I don't believe 98.9% of the stuff you say. But once you build that reputation of being honest, or build that reputation of being a good person, then I believe you. I believe the things you say. But when I first meet a person, you know, I say, because people always say stuff all the time, but 90% of it's not even true. So I don't get too much into what people say, and you know, if it's a fruitful conversation, we can have a fruitful conversation. But besides that, we don't need to waste too much time arguing and doing stuff. You know, eventually they gonna call you. You ain't gonna. Everybody I knew, so I can tell you a story about people that was bullies. Every bully I knew in life, he eventually lost somehow. He might have been, you know, they had a guy. They had a guy allegedly. He called him a bully bandit. He kept raping people in prison. So he raped this one guy one day, and then some people went there and beat him till he was crippled. They beat him till he was crippled, so he couldn't rape people no more. Yeah, because he kept raping people. So yeah, so you reap what you sow. You know, eventually you could beat up everybody, but eventually somebody gonna knock you out. So you got to take your losses with your wins. The same thing. If you want to be a prize fighter, then you got to fight somebody in your weight class. You know, if you weigh 250, they might weigh 260, 280. So, you know, you walking around like you a big boy, and you mad and everything, but nah. There's some dudes bigger than you. You got to always remember that. They'll send somebody at you bigger than you. Then you can't back down because you just kept running your mouth in front of everybody. Everybody looking at you. So, you know, so that's usually what they're going to do. Or they'll just have you keep having you fight somebody till you lose. Yeah, they'll give you 10 head up fades, you know, and you lose on the 10th one. You might win 9 and lose the 10th fade. So that's what they do to beat you. And you be all lumped up in the end, because even though you did win, those people that you did fight, some of those people did hit you. So you all lumped up after 9 fights. But you know, that's how it go, fam. You can't be like that, you know. That's just how it go, man. You can't be like that. It ain't like that, man. You know, you got to know who you're dealing with. You can't offend people. Like, everybody don't play on your field. Like, you got to remember, some people are just, you got podcasters, you got gangsters, you got pimps, you got hustlers, we got all kinds. They definitely will try to get at you when some things happen. And they'll come at you, and all kinds of different things are happening. And that's just how it go, man. You might be thinking everything's good, and you and your boys always play around, but then you got to know who you're around and who's listening to you. You might just say something, and it might not be offensive, but then you still offend somebody. Like you say, like a common saying out here: They always like to say, I got you. But that could mean more than one thing. You could start a whole argument. Like if I just come up to you, I don't even know you. I come to you in the store, I got you. Then you'll be thinking, like, what does he mean? I got you. What does that mean? Like he said, I got you, like I got you like you the homie, but it could mean like I got you, like I got you, I beat you, like, so it's certain things you say, or you could offend other people, like you got gang politics, or you could offend, you could have Crips or Bloods listening, and you could say the wrong thing and offend them, and then somebody might still sock you in your mouth. A Blood might still sock you in your mouth because of what you said. So it was a good record, but was it worth you getting your teeth knocked out? So that's what the thing. You're gonna run into some real Bloods or some real Crips, and when you say that, thing will sock you in your mouth. So you just got to watch what you say if you're not ready to go the full length. Or some cats is just gonna book you off top. There's some people that ain't been fighting their whole life. That's just how they go. You go to Chicago, they don't fight. They fight like in prison, but not on the street. You know what I'm saying? So you can't blame people because they was raised different than you. You was raised in UFC and all that stuff, but you ain't boxing, so and all you doing is jumping people, so they just gonna down you anyway. So you don't understand how you lost. You didn't know the politics of it. You came at it all wrong. You keep on saying you something, but you fugazi. You're not really like that, and you're amongst people that's really like that. So once you put yourself in our discussion, then we looking at you. You know what I'm saying? Listen to what you're saying. We say, oh, no, he's artificial. He ain't even built like that. We need to take you out the discussion. But why would you want to be around something like that anyways? You didn't even earn that. You're not even built like that. So that's the whole thing, And that's why you be putting yourself in all these situations. Some people don't just care, They don't care about it, but that's how it goes, man. I've been around. I'm not the I can't say I'm not Solomon. I'm not the wisest man ever, but I did read a lot of books, read the Bible a lot, got a lot of education, a lot of meditation, a lot of prayer, Tai Chi, practice all that. So you're not just talking to a person that's just like, oh, I'm just running my mouth, but I don't know what I'm talking about. No, I done had a lot of life experiences. I don't fell off and been in situations it could be worse for me today, but I was blessed by God, so. But you still got to make it. You could be blessed and everything could be set in stone for you. You could be blessed, but then one mistake you made can set you back. Like I got set back. They set me back 17 years, and still never proved their case. I plead the fifth. I take my right to remain silent. I didn't do it. I don't know what you're talking about, period. And that's just how it goes. But then when you get convicted, you got to do your time the best way you can do your time. And then when you get back out here, you got to bounce back. So I don't know. I don't know if they're going to take me off parole. I still got 3 more years of parole. So been on parole 2 years. Been out here 19 years. So that's a success story for you. Though I'm successful now, about to do movies and commercials and be dropping my album and stuff like that. So I just stay out of trouble. It's a lot of different things you could do, but it's your choice. And then it don't matter if you don't care. They're going to still send you to the box. It don't matter. They got stuff for you. Like, they do all kinds of stuff in there. They torture you, all kinds of stuff. So you could do it whatever way you want. You could do your time. You could sit at the table all day. But all the decisions you make, everything that comes out your mouth, people will listen to you. And remember that. And remember, you're speaking for other people. You're not just speaking for yourself. So when you say you're going to do this, or you're going to do that, you're speaking for your homie. Your homie's defenseless. You just told all these people that. Then they go hit your homie because you didn't tell your homie nothing that y'all was beefing with these cats. And then your homie get caught slipping. You know what I'm saying? Because you're running your mouth. And then they hit your homie. That's gangbanging, though. That's the politics of it. But don't complain later when you join the gang. Complain about the politics, or you got hit, or you got this or that. That's gangbanging. That's the top. That's right there at the top. So it's a lot over there, consequences. A lot of those people, they just had to do that because they didn't have no choice. That's just how they grew up. You don't usually come from the suburbs and join a gang, or be a guy who got parents that's millionaires, and then you go to the projects to join the gang. That's not usually how it goes. Those are like real gangsters, man. So you got to be careful with the things you say, and everybody ain't scared of you. You got to remember that too. So, you might be talking to somebody who's scared of you, but then he gonna get his homie that's not scared of you. Change the whole dynamic. That's how it go, man. You just got to be the best at what you do. You got to have strategy too, though. I notice a lot of y'all ain't got no strategy. You got to have more strategy to the things you do, in everything you do. Really, that's not strategic. So, you do a whole lot of stuff, and you can't fault people or blame people for anything you do or anything. You know what I'm saying? That's all the stuff you did. And that's your actions. And the way you answer for that, that's just how it all turns out, how it plays out. But you might be on the wrong end. You start calling people out. You might get a few people, but somebody might eventually get to you. You got to think about that too. You might have a good campaign. They might eventually get at you. I feel you though. Regular stuff for me. This is like every day. I do this every day, right? Every day, daily routine. But having a daily routine, and then they say, then they gotta like rehabilitate you and say, oh, this isn't right what you're doing, or that's not right. But that's the only way you can survive prison. So once you get home, they try to get rid of those characteristics. It's like everybody tries to punk you because they know you're on parole. But that's weak anyways. That's sucker. That's what suckers do. Why would you mess with somebody and start something on purpose because they're in a messed up situation? They know they're in a position. So you just want to keep messing with them and pressing their buttons and stuff. That's a messed up style, but that's all gonna come back to you too. Then it's gonna be people messing with you because you like messing with people. So it's some people that's gonna like messing with you. That's what you attract. You attract that energy to you. But either way, one thing I could eventually tell you, if you stay persistent and you eventually develop, if you don't have the skills to do what you're trying to do from the very beginning, but you eventually develop the skills, you're gonna always get it. You might not be the top guy that you wanted to be. You might be the number two or the number three, but it's going to play out. It's going to pay out. But to be successful in that business, you got to work with a team. You have to. Yeah, you got to work with a team, man. That's just how it go, man. I just pray for the best for you, but like Ti said, God to take you to hell just to get you to heaven. Or like a lot of stuff DMX and Pac was talking about. They would tell you about something real. It's gonna be some stuff you're gonna see. It's gonna make it hard for you to smile in the future. But through all the rain and pain, you gotta keep your sense of humor. You know what I'm saying? He didn't know. Pac was ahead of his time. He was a master traveler. He was a prophet. So he was telling you all the stuff that was gonna happen. He told you about me before you even met me. That's how good Pac was. But a lot of people told you about me. Jay-Z too. You know what I'm saying? If you listen, Nas, a lot of them was talking about me. But it is what it is. I could have been the guy that didn't make it. I was just the guy that won. But why would I get with somebody that counted me out? You counted me out. You already said you wasn't with me. You wasn't on my team. So there's no reason to bring you around to infiltrate what I got going on. I already won. So I wouldn't bring you back into the picture to mess anything up. Actually, if you want to know the truth, that's not smart. That's why I said you don't have no strategy. Very disrespectful. Don't got no rapport. Yeah, so ain't nobody gonna mess with you, especially not on no business. You too disrespectful. So you got money, you're happy, all right. We don't like you either. But you can't get mad. You say you don't like a person, they turn around, they say, we don't like you. What do you expect us to do? We're not gonna kiss. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna kiss your ass and all that. Nah, it is what it is, homie. Let it be like that then. But don't trip when you underestimate somebody and they flash on you. Then you go no. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. There's a difference. But some cats they just flashing. Once they flash, it's too late. You can't ain't no turning back. You just say what they say. Go from 0 to 100. You got those kind of guys. So you got to know some people they're sedated or some people got a mental illness. So that's why the things happen that happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just try to give y'all good advice. I try to give y'all a good word. But how my ladies doing today? Yeah, you look good. You smell good. You fine. So these females been looking good nowadays, man. I be out there like, damn, what kind of perfume is that? Like, they got some perfumes. You walk by a female, you be in the store or something, and that whole section smell good. She's her whatever kind of perfume. That's some expensive perfume. You could tell the difference between the cheap and the expensive perfume. But she walked past you like, but nah, you got some beautiful women today. So that's something we might have to look into, in the near future. You get what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? But it's a whole bunch of. That's all you got. You just got to master it, man. We just haven't mastered it yet. That's all. Mastery. Robert Greene. Read that book. It's educational. Then even Robert Greene, he got a political book too that you could read on politics. So you got to start learning this stuff. You want to get into business and the stock market and stuff and be around those people, You got to keep the hood stuff in the hood. You got to keep the business in the business. That's just how business goes, man. And you can't be mad about it when people make executive decisions, legislative decisions, and they say, well, we're going to have to let this guy go because he's messing up our money. So that's what it be. And all you're doing is causing a conflict. We writing the script, we working, we making money every day. Every time we say something, you say, oh, no, it's like this and like that. You always trying to put your 2 cents in. So, nah, ain't nobody want to hear this and like that. Ain't nobody trying to hear this and that. You ain't even got nothing. So, it's not even personal. It's just that's entertainment. You got to actually have a skill, And the best are very talented, like actors and stuff like that. So, that's what I'm saying. You ain't got no talent, fam. People like you, but even your brother might not hire you. He's going to hire the guy that's better than you. That's not his brother. He might not even like that other dude, but he still hire him because it's business. So that's the whole thing, man. When you come in like that, you know what I'm saying? Then you don't know what other people got going on. You're stepping in. You don't know what other people got going on. You thought, nah, there's other stuff going on, bro. We just didn't tell you because it had nothing to do with you. You can't be mad about that either. We had a private conversation and it didn't go your way in the end. But a lot of people did give you a lot of opportunities for the benefit of the doubt and everything. Nobody ever made the decision just to completely fire you. Everybody just kept going for you. And a lot of people have the opinion that you should have the chance and people should try to like the humane way of doing things. And sometimes you gotta show people love. So people did try to do that. But once you start being a hard ass and you keep like, nah, it's gonna be like this no matter what. You got to remember, you're telling other people about their business and their money. That's the part you keep forgetting. You don't got nothing. That's what you're forgetting. So you keep arguing with people. You've been arguing for years and years and years and years, and nobody wants to hear nothing else that you're talking about, fam. Really. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to move on, man. Move on to the next thing. You probably going to get it. Overall, you know what I'm saying? You just got to move to a different lane. That's not your lane. So then sometimes you got to wake up. Like Eminem said, back to reality. Sometimes you got to wake up, realize, all right, I got stuck into this character, but this character's not really me. Then when you get around the real guys, then you realize, all right, nah, because you're not gonna mix with everybody. That's the problem. So you're gonna get around people that people gonna test you. then they're gonna know. See what I'm saying? So why would you put yourself in that situation though? Why would you put yourself out and say you're the best? Just like you say you're the best rapper. Everybody wants to battle you. But you got battle rappers, but you got URL, but then you got professional people that battle like Nas and Jay-Z. Like me, I battle if I just went out right now and the cats start rapping, of course I'll go off the top and eat them up. But I really like to write and put out my best bars because I already know my bars. But if I go off the top, sometimes I say stuff I don't want to say. So I don't like going off the top, really. But it's my best flow. It correlates completely. So that's like my best style. But I like that hella vicious. These niggas got me twisted. 50,000 killers behind me. Got him on the hit list. I don't want your riches. Homie, you need help. This is punishment for snitches. For Sunday, you see hell. Travel hard bargain. Why you started? Once you realize what you got into, blood already pouring. Should have never did it. My arsenal's terrific. I'm gifted. No such thing as hiding. You always slipping. I like that. That's that Cassius. When I get like that, that's that Cassius. That's that '07 flow when I was like that all around. Like, I was real nice when I was rapping like that because I thought I was going to beat my case. And I was like the man and stuff. Had to sit down and do some time, man. And made myself a better person. But, you got a finished product. So that's what I'm saying. Some people just aren't finished. You got to go to finishing school. You know what I'm saying? And people get their finishing. I got my finishing in prison. I don't play no games, though. I try to be nice, though. I'm cool. I'm cool as hell. I'm a lover, too. I love females. And nice to my kids and everything, but don't disrespect me or my family. You know what I'm saying? It's not my fault because you thought I was a punk. It's not my fault because you thought I was soft and I knocked you out. I've been knocking people out since I was 15, homie. So I'm 30 years. I've been knocking people out for 30 years, man. Really, so it's all good, fam. I ain't really tripping. If you want to know the truth, you want me to let you know. I wish the best for you, man. I love you, man. I wish nothing did happen. I would give you the best advice. And hopefully nothing happened. But if you made a decision and went out and got smoked tomorrow, and it was your fault, you can't be mad at me because I tried to give you good advice in the beginning. Even though you were an enemy, I even still try to tell you not to do certain things, But I guess you just feel like my word don't hold no weight. That's how you feel. So, okay. They've been doing that for a long time, too, the whole time. I just say, okay, I'm not going to argue with you all day, especially in the box. I don't even talk to you in the box. I just stay in the box all day. But you could yell out whatever you say, but I bet you, when you say, Vinny, you drew a picture of my mother, but you couldn't make my day. Yeah, so it's all good, homie. You keep saying a whole bunch of stuff, but we already called you a long time ago, so man, you just talking crazy. But yeah, I got the hip hop parade too. I got everything. So I got the track style, the Vinny, everything. So you know what I'm saying? I'm original Biz, got Biz, everybody. So I got that Biz Marky Flaw. He said he just a friend. She said he just a friend, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna do the lesbian, I'm gonna do the she say she just a friend. When she say she just a friend, baby, you know what I'm saying? I was supposed to I just didn't get out of time. I was supposed to put Biz on the video. I was gonna do what is it? That DeBar. I'm gonna still sample that DeBar, but I was gonna have Biz on the piano. Cause I got that idea from Girls with him and Jay-Z. So I was doing a remix of the DeBar song, but I had Biz on the chorus. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't get out in time. That's how it happened, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's just all he turns around. That's how it goes, man. Ain't no reason to be mad, though. There's no reason to be mad. Just find another thing. You'll make money. You'll be good. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be all right, fam. But that's just how it goes, man. That's life, bro. You know what I'm saying? But y'all have a blessed day. I was shaved today and everything. Had an interview. Yeah, I had an interview today. Yeah, so I look like this. I had an interview. Gotta get another job, man. But y'all have a blessed day and y'all stay out of trouble, man. And don't let the bed bugs bite.